Stephanie Straw with Board Game Geek, and we are here with Samuel Friedman, the designer and developer of Heroes of History by Braden's World. Yeah, yep. Braden's World. So tell us a little bit about this game.
Sure. So the game is a historical game. It's meant primarily for kids, but kids who also like particularly Magic and Pokemon, but even casual gamers. Mm-hmm. And the premise is simple. You have, here's your mat, you've got your trench, and you've got blue combatants. These are your people. And they have, some of them have stars, some of them don't. So this way you can see that if they have no stars, you put them on there. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get as many people in your combatants in your trench as possible, because they're going to be your attackers.
Okay.
You've got, let me move this here.
So the people cards are the blue ones, and
yes.
those go out in your trench?
Correct.
Okay.
Then you have green cards here. These are your battlefield cards. Each one of the first decks has 4, but you put them here, and this whole area is called your war zone. This is your battleground zone. So you're essentially choosing the place of battle, and what these cards do is they affect your war zone as well.
Okay.
Then in the back, you've got your last part here is the command zone. You've got weapon cards like the Gatling gun here. So what you would do is you'd equip it to a person. You can use a...
Do you put that directly underneath them?
It's recommended. You don't slide it underneath. Some people do that, but you put it here because you're limited to the number you can have.
Right.
You can play an action card. They're brown, so they're color-coded. So this card, for example, is Buffalo Chips Firepower. So you got your Buffalo stuff going on there to power up your side. And then the silver ones here are your hold cards. And what a hold card does is it's a supply card. What is a supply card that stays on the field longer than just one and done? Mm-hmm. What you would do is if you played, for example, this card, you would discard it to your Museum of History. Okay. That's also your discard pile, and it's next to your face-down deck. And so what you're trying to do is you're trying to build up your army, make sure that they're powerful, give them the weapons, use the supplies necessary, and then you're going to try to attack your opponent, and you're going to try to defeat them. They have state points, so it is similar to life points, and then you're going to defeat them to 0. You're going to try to deck them out. So there's all kinds of strategy you can do. You can either do a counterattack strategy, or you can go ahead and just attack them and try to win.
Okay. How do you attack?
Sure. So the battle mechanic is similar. If you've played Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh, it's similar. You have your folks here in attack mode. You would add up their score. So for example, Washington now has a Gatling gun, so he's got 10 and 5. Mm-hmm. So he would have 15. Caesar has Annie the Winchester, because she gets a bonus from that. So Annie now has the Winchester, so she's 4 plus 3 is 7. But Annie, because she's good at shooting, Annie gets her gun, and now she's at 9.
Yeah.
Caesar would have 4. But because I played the Rebel Yell card, these guys would all get a 2 bonus, and then all his people, if I had an opponent, would lose 2 until the end of his turn. Mm-hmm. For example, in this scenario, you've got the Wilderness card, and this card says that I can throw cards off the top of my deck, and for each one I throw off, you lose a point till the end of your turn. So of course the pro is you can weaken your opponent, but the con is you run out of cards, you lose the game.
Right. Yeah. Cool. So it's a 2-player game,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, this when we sell decks, it's set up for 2 people, mm-hmm. but also you can play. We've had up to 4 people. You just have to get an extra box, but you can do more people. But this is set up for 2.
Yeah. About how long does it take to play?
Sure. So the first time that you play this is going to be probably 30 to 45. If you've played Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh, there's a little bit less of a learning curve. Mm-hmm. Some of our people are more casual gamers, so they have not. After you get used to it, if you do 2 people, it's about 15 to 20 minutes. If you do multiplayer, you'll probably double that. But it's a game that's meant to be quick and easy for people who just want to get in the game and go.
Yeah. So is this in stores now? Can people get it now? Or?
So let me show. I just want to show some of the artwork. The camera's up. Yes, we have done this. We're working on getting a distributor. This is if you want to think of it, a self-published game. Mm-hmm. The company that manufactures is the same company that makes all the Flux games, but I am the publisher. So this is available in certain, you can buy this in carded comic stores, mostly in the Mid-Atlantic region. Mm-hmm. And then you can also buy these on Amazon and eBay. I will eventually have these distributors, so hopefully we'll be able to take this nationwide and get this into more stores.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Samuel.
Absolutely.
And
thank you so much.
that is Heroes of History.
Heroes of History. Thank you, guys.
Midnight Riders.
Yep.